What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Star Simmer Rose, and I am back with another video. This time we are with the Mace family, and I talked about this family in my last Let's Play with Macy Hart. So this is my sim self, one of my sim selves. I have three. And so this will just be an intro to their story and how they became millionaires and moguls and really stand up people in their community. This picture is when they were first getting their start in Willow Creek. They had their house built and they had about $500 left over. And so I kind of like to start with almost like a rags to riches and build from there. So she gathered a bunch of flowers and fruits from nearby, and she just started growing them, and so she ended up with this massive garden. And you can see here that she just maxed the gardening skill, and she earned the Green Thumb trophy. And here she gets the Splice of Life trophy, which you get by grafting a plant onto another plant. And here is where she earns the Rosebud trophy, which is if you earn 1,000,000 simoleons in a game. Here you can see she maxed the charisma skill and got the Smooth Talker trophy. This one, she earns the Most Interesting Sim in the World trophy, getting that marketable reward trait. Here she maxes the cooking skill and gets the Tungsten Chef trophy. This is when they moved into a new home. Okay, and this is when our first Winterfest was in our new home. We asked Santa for a present, and then we had the nerve to not like the present. So I think we were just acting a little bit spoiled. As you can see, Demario is like side-eyeing Santa Claus for some reason. But as you can see, Winterfest is going well for somebody. Demario gets a new TV. That's a nice TV too, a wall mount TV. Here he gets promoted to Hall of Famer, and we get the World Competitor trophy. This is when she finds out that she passes all her classes and has graduation the next day. Okay, and this is when she gets a makeover. I gotta say, she looks really good before, but her skin tone just looks a little washed out. So I went ahead and added 3 looks. And here's her at graduation. This guy was right in the middle of our pictures. And I couldn't do anything to delete him because I was on console. So he's just in the pictures. No idea what his name is. And yeah, it's New Year's Eve. She just left her graduation ceremony and she's gonna go back to the house. They are back at the house and Demario is professing his undying love to her, and I thought this was super cute. I just want somebody to look at me like Demario looks at her. Demario is kissing her hands. He's telling her how much he loves her, and he pulls out all the stops and he gives her a rose. And I thought this is super cute. I got a bunch of pictures of it from different angles. And yeah, now he's gonna grab her by the waist and pull her in close and seal the deal with a kiss. Okay, and here they are just exchanging looks at each other, and he's professing his undying love again, and she's giving him a little peck. She's feeling a little flirty. He's giving her a kiss back, looking at her with that look, and he says he loves her to the moon and back. I just thought that was so sweet. As you can see, they are just looking at each other like they are each other's world. And he says, when you gonna give him them draws? And she's like, give him them draws? We can do that right now. And so, needless to say, she ends up pregnant by the end of the day. Okay, this is when she's going to tell Demario. And he's looking at her like he already knows. He wants her to tell him. And she is so happy to tell him, and he's so excited. And he has an idea. They are going to be moving to their new home. So this is them in their new home. This is Demario interacting with the baby. Brianna just got off work, interacting with the baby, and she changes into something a bit more comfortable. And then she has some guests come over, so she has to get dressed and greet the guests. They greet her with some fruitcake, and she welcomes them inside to start meeting the baby. And these are all her neighbors and friends. So she's showing each one of them the baby, and they're all gathered in the bedroom. Okay, now they're playing some games together, a little arcade game, little ping pong. Now she's at work. She is getting some things done, checking out some patients, getting her day through. Demario is with his friends, getting in a little bit of scuba diving, and this is the Thrill Seekers group. So he's a part of this, I think, with Terrence Garrison, who's a part of my other Let's Play. But yeah, they went to Solani for the day and got some scuba diving in. And this is Brianna in her yoga studio, her new yoga studio at home in her basement, and it's so serene. It's so nice. I love it here. All the mirrors. It's like a dance studio as well. So this is like my dream home. And this is Demario in the gym. And then Brianna is back at work. She is at Vlad's house. Yeah, I think he lured all these people here to drink from them, and now they're needing medical attention. So Brianna is on the scene. And here Brianna is at home with her new dogs. So she has a poodle named Dottie, and then Demario got a German Shepherd. And so these are their dogs. Now they are pulling up to the Starlight Accolades. They got invited because I think Demario won an award, or he was nominated for an award. So here they are. Their friends are outside. Brianna's getting a picture. And I almost didn't want to take this picture because Brianna and Judith Ward were just sitting on the floor when there's open seats. So, yeah, but I put this picture in anyway so you guys can see the real of what my Sims be doing. But yes, they are on the floor. Okay, here Brianna is interacting with her dogs. This is her home office. So it's not finished, but it is up. And here's her at her desk with her pictures in the background and her degrees. This is when Jules aged up. So he became an angelic toddler, which is great for us. And here he is growing up. And this is before we had infants. So if you're seeing this in 2025 and you're confused, just know I recorded this in 2021, so no infants. And this is gonna be where I end this video. This is the Mace family. This is their introduction to you all. This is their backstory. And so I do have a few videos of them, but not many. So I'll be getting into their story more on the channel. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Your viewership is always appreciated. If you could give this video a like, a comment, and a subscribe if you like the video, I greatly appreciate it. And again, thank you for watching. Bye.